Namaste, beautiful yogis. This class is going to be a moon flow. You can use it before bed. It will relax and open your hips and relax your nervous system. We're gonna get a little bit of heat going, and we're gonna get a workout. We're gonna work the hips, work the legs, inner thighs, hamstrings, booty, but at the same time, even the core and some upper body work. But at the same time, this is gonna be a slower moving class, and we're really gonna focus on the breath and come down on our mat at the end and relax. I'm doing it in the evening during a full moon, so I hope that energy transfers into you. Enjoy the class. Namaste. Namaste, beautiful yogis. Today we are gonna do a quick Vinyasa yoga based workout. We're gonna target mostly the legs, and since we're gonna be doing this real quickly and doing as much as we can, packing as much as we can for a short amount of time, let's get started. We're gonna start, I like unusual starting for yoga. We're gonna start in plie. So take wide stance, point your toes slightly out, not all the way out, and sit into your plie. And now deepen your plie and begin to deepen your breath. Bring one hand over your belly, one hand over your chest. Inhale through your belly. Exhale through your heart. Inhale through the belly. Exhale through the heart. Inhale through the belly and radiate light through the heart. Exhaling. One more. One more breath. Inhale your hands over your head, and we're going to reach over to one side. Make sure your knees are pressing back to center and over. Back to center, reach. Back to center, reach. One more time, changing sides. Back to center and reach. And from here, we are going to turn towards the front of the room, left knee leading, lunge, look up, come back up, plie, twist, plie, twist, changing sides and reaching in a nice high lunge, plie, twist, plie, twist, plie, turn towards the back of the room, lunge, plie, lunge, plie, lunge, plie. Come onto your tippy toes, lower down, tippy toes, down, tippy toes, down, tippy toes, down, tippy toes, down. Turn towards the front of the room, left knee leading, lunge. Bring your hands on the floor, squeeze your knee into your chest, cross your left foot on top of the right, chaturanga. Press back plank, lift your left leg up, look between your hands and let's step the foot between the hands and come up, lunge, plie, turn towards the back of the room, lunge, bring your hands on the floor, squeeze your knee into your chest, bring your leg behind you, cross, chaturanga, come up, lift, knee into the chest, squeeze it in, step it through, come up, lunge, plie. And you can shift side to side here. Straightening one leg at a time, making sure that your knee doesn't overlap your ankle so you can take wider stance and deepen it. Keep pressing that knee back. Breathe. Steady plie. Come out of plie, bring your hands on your hips, and we're gonna go for 10 plie squats. Lower down, come back up, squeeze your body, lower down, up, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn towards the front of the room. Square your hips. Lunge. And let's clasp the hands above us. And we're gonna come up 10 times. Lunge, lower the knee down, and come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold, plie. 10 more. 1, plie squats. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn towards the back of the room. Take lunge. Let's go for 10. Lunge. Lifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold. Come back into plie. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come back into plie. Bring your hands on your hips. Take a little closer stance. And we're gonna go plie and lift the leg. Plie and lift the leg. Now, when you lift, contract your hip so you're actually not using momentum. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Squeeze. 10 more. 1, 2, join back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keeping the knees back. 9, 10. Come back into plie and shift side to side. And now lift one heel, lift the other. Shifting side to side. Heel lift, heel lift, lift, right, left, right, left, right, left. Let's do 10 more of those. 1, 2, 3. Stay low. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. Now we're gonna turn the right foot forward, left foot forward, and we're gonna come into a side lunge here. and come up. 1. Push your hip back. 2. So the knee never overlaps the toes. 3. Pull the belly in. 4. 5. 6. 7. Lower down. 8. As low as you can. Parallel to the floor tie. 9. And 10. And hold. And we're gonna, from here, shift your weight onto your right leg and tap your left leg off the floor. And we're gonna tap the leg, lift it a tiny bit off the floor 10 times, squeezing your hip and at the same time working that muscle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. This should be burning, and we're gonna change sides. Squat here. Left leg straightening. 1. Keep it back. Keep the pushing the hips back, knee back. 2. Belly in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're going to come back and shift the weight completely onto the left leg. Tap your right leg off the floor. We're going to lift it 10 times, contracting the hip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. From here, take a little closer stance, but still wide squat, and come down into a wide squat. Lift your toes off the floor, sit back as far back as you can, hold. Lift your chest higher, sink a little deeper. Lift your chest higher, sink a little deeper. Inhale, come up. And let's grab the right wrist with the left hand, elbows back. Reach up and over. Up to center, over to the opposite side. Up to center, squat. Shift it as far back as you can, sit. And now lift your chest. It requires core and back strength to lift your chest away from your thighs. Good. From here, we're just gonna bring the hands at the front of the mat, step the feet at the back of the mat, plank. Let's come onto the elbows, hold plank. And we're gonna take the right leg off the floor and press the heel straight up. So here you're not lifting just randomly. You are taking your leg straight, lifting it up and bring it in. And that would be 1 rep. Let's go. 1. Lift the heel. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Change legs. Lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. Squeeze it. Lift. Lower the leg down. Lower the knees on the floor. Spread your fingers open, plant them on the floor, and don't let them glide back with you. Just sit halfway back. Bring your forehead on the floor, and basically you're resisting with your fingers here, with your hands, and your body is reaching back so that you can stretch your entire spine. Breathe into your back. Come back up, plank. And we're going to do modified chaturangas. So step your foot out, chaturanga, step it back, and over to the opposite side, chaturanga. Can we do 10 of those? Let's try. Do as many as you can, and if you have to pause the video, rest and come back to it. Do that. Step out. 1. Step out. 2. Belly in. 3. 4. 5. And 5 more. At your own count. And stretch it out. Walk your hands to the front of your mat. See halfway back and just relax your forehead. On the ground, resisting with your hands, and at the same time, hips are reaching back towards the heels. The hands are not letting you go all the way back so that you can stretch your back. And let's bring the left forearm on the floor, across from your mat, take side plank. Now here you can crisscross your feet. Stack them. Or step in front of you. This will allow you to lift your hips if you're a beginner. Let's hold it. Reach over your head and change sides. Keep your hips lifted. And back to elbow plank. And here we're going to twist our hips. Twist to one side and twist to the opposite. 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And come down onto your belly. We're really aligning our spine with all these twists. Bring your hands in front of you. Forearms parallel to each other. Roll the shoulders back and down. Tuck the shoulder blades into your back. And lengthen the back of your neck here. Press your toes down. Great. Lower down, hands underneath the shoulders. See if you can press yourself up in one straight line. And all the way down in downward facing dog. Finally, our first downward dog. Walk in place. Keep pressing the opposite, bending one knee and pressing the opposite heel down. Breathe into that ankle. This is one great way to develop flexibility in your ankles. Change. Change. Let's walk the hands to the front of the room. Bring your elbows around your wrists around your elbows. Bend your knees slightly and hang here. Make sure you're not holding your head so your head is heavy. Shake it. Soften your lips, soften your tongue. Hands on the floor, look ahead of you. Take your left leg all the way back and we're gonna keep the chest parallel to the floor, hovering over the right leg. Hold here, keep alignment. Clasp your hands behind you, shoulders rolling away from the ears. Open the right shoulder up, twist. Back to center, drop the back heel down and take side angle with a clasp. Lengthen. And let's lift the back heel back to lunge with the chest over the right thigh. Hold here. Making sure that your back is straight. Very good. Your leg should be burning if you're holding a deep enough lunge. Bring your hands on the floor. Step your right foot back. Take your left leg in. Bring your chest over your left thigh. Switch your grip. Clasp. And we're gonna lift the left shoulder up here. Keep pressing the hands away from your back here. Lengthen to the ground and sit in the back heel. Lower your lunge. Breathe. Back to center. Drop the back heel down. Open the right shoulder. Lengthen. Back to center. Bring your chest over your thigh. Try not to rest your chest. Use your belly, use your lower back. Keep pressing the hands away from you and breathe into your shoulders. Sit in that back heel. Press it away from you. And this time, instead of going hands on the floor, come up. Reach over your head, straighten your leg. And face the side of your room. Feet opening out. Plie. Great. From here, we're gonna bend the right knee, bring the hands, stretch the opposite, the left leg, and draw a figure eight. Stretch the leg, draw a figure eight, stretch the leg. Keep your hips back and just draw big figure eights. Stay low. Breathe into your hips. Reach. And now let's bring the hands over to one side, to the left. Press your hips back. Should we deepen this, you can go completely into a full squat and pull your toes in towards you to stretch the calf. Really actively pull those toes in. Back to the opposite side. Walk your hands. Pull the toes in. Back to center. Bring your hands on your mat. Spread the fingers wide open. Bring your knees onto your triceps and lift. Crow pose. Let's do 3 to 5 tries. So spread the fingers wide open. Middle fingers parallel to each other. Walk your knees on top of your triceps. Shift your weight forward. Squeeze your heels up. Lower down, you can stretch it out. And again. Hands on the floor, spread the fingers open. Walk your knees as high as you can. And come forward. And lower down. And stretch it out. One more time. Working on our arm balances. Spread the fingers wide open. Lift your knees on top of your triceps. Shift forward, lift. And lower down. Stretch it out. Last one. Spread the fingers wide open. Come onto your tippy toes. Keep your knees as high onto your triceps as you can. Lift your body up. Shift forward. Lift. And come back down. And let's bring the feet together. Hug your knees. Hold. Should we try side crow? Bring your hands on the right arm on the outside of the left knee. Come onto your tippy toes. Shift forward and lift your legs. Come back down, over to the other side. Try to really work your knee on top of that triceps. Shift and lift. And back to center. And here we're just gonna open the legs. You can double pat your mat. Have your calves parallel to each other and lower down here. After all this plie squats, we can stretch the inner thighs and just flex your feet and keep the calves parallel to each other. Breathe into your inner thighs and hips. Slowly shift your torso forward. Walk your feet towards each other, knees just slightly in, and sit back onto your heels. Modified child's pose with the knees wide open. And let's walk the hands in and bring your knees a little closer, maybe hip width apart. Sit back, child's pose. Bring your forehead on the floor. Inhale, come back up. And we're gonna come into a seated. Bring your legs in front of you. So legs are in front of you. Flex your feet. Grab your feet. Grab your calves. Use a strap. And go into a forward bend. Breathe into your hamstrings. Hold for another 5 long breaths here. Nice deep inhalations and exhale through your hamstrings. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And I think this is the 5th breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. And imagine you're exhaling through your hamstrings. Great. Coming back up. From here, we're gonna bend the right knee. I'm gonna actually come to the front of the mat. Bend the right knee and walk the left foot away from us. Flex the right foot. Inhale, lift the rib cage away from your hips and lower down. Keep that length. You can lower all the way onto your forehead on the hands and hold here, making sure that your hips are square. I have a tutorial on hip alignment in pigeon pose. If you're not sure about your alignment, check my tutorial out first. Keep exhaling through the hip. And let's come back up. You're gonna lift, step it back, bring the other leg forward and lower the knee down. From here, you're just gonna walk the right leg away from you. Flex the foot and keeping the hip square here, you can lift the rib cage away from the hips and lower down. Focus on your exhalations. You don't have to think about your inhalations here. Just focus on your exhalations and make them slow and complete. Breathe into that left hip and keep that right hip down. Slowly come back up. Coming onto the hands, lift the back knee off the floor, step it back. You can move your knees. I will move a jumbo back off my mat. Come on, baby. And let's turn him back onto his belly. Good. All right. And from here, we're gonna finish the sequence. Sit back onto your heels, open your knees. Go, Sophie, you go. And lower down into child's pose. Bring your forehead onto your hands. You can stack your hands. Now, if you're not very flexible, you can bring a block and keep it a little higher, or you can stack the fists on top of each other and rest here. And try to allow your head to rest completely so that your neck is resting. This is extremely calming for the nervous system when we bring the frontal lobes down towards the ground. And it will prepare you for bed or resting. It will calm you down and prepare you for a good night of sleep. So just come back to your breath here. Soften it. And let your body just really drop down. Inhale and actually create a little bit of tension in your back and shoulders and booty and hips. And as you exhale, just let go of that tension and just drop. Allow your body to drop towards the ground. Inhale and create a little bit of tension in your hips. And exhale and just let it go. And again, inhale. Create a little bit of tension in your shoulders. And exhale. Just let them drop. Heavy. Real heavy. One more time. Inhale and create a little bit of tension in your face. In your lips, jaw, eyes. Squeeze your eyes. And exhale through your mouth, this time with a ha. And let that tension go. Allow your face to relax. Pay attention to your neck here. Is it relaxed? Upper shoulders, are they relaxed? Let it go. Shake it out. Is your lower back relaxed? Let it go. Shake it out. Stay here for as long as you need to. And before you come out, make sure to open your eyes for 30 seconds or so. And then come up into seated. So enjoy your rest in child's pose. Allowing your mind and allowing your thoughts to internalize. And have a beautiful night. Namaste. Sophie, come over. Yeah, were you bored, baby? Was this boring for you? You barely made it, huh? Yeah, she was being a patient little puppy. She was not into waiting, but she figured she better wait. She better be a good girl. Good girl, baby. That's a June bug. She doesn't need them. We're turning our dog into a vegetarian. Good girl, baby.